Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, tankers of Blitz Universe. Good to see you all back on the channel. It's been a while since we had a proper in-depth review of a tank in World of Tanks Blitz, and today we're gonna take a look at this American premium medium tank, the T26E4 Super Pershing. Like I said in the ace game I did on the Super Pershing, it's not really a medium, it behaves like a heavy, and that's on account of all the extra added armor. We're gonna take a look at that later after the game, after taking a look at the Super Pershing in the garage and its stats. We have 5 games lined up for you today, some quite good ones. The first one is over here on Mirage, and we are moving up into the area on the left around the waterfall. As you can see, this was shot pre-patch 2.9 because we are facing tier 6 tanks, and we are using the main asset of the tank, frontal armor, in a hull down position and just making the gun work. Some public service announcement: the channel has been growing steadily. We are up to 525 subscribers at the moment. It's just been a while since we released the definitive tier 5 heavy comparison review to celebrate 500 subscribers, and now we're up to 525, so that's going almost and upwards. Same goes for the Facebook likes. I think we have 45 at the moment, and that is also quite good in my opinion, having this little humble channel growing steadily and just trying to put out as much useful content as possible. Things are looking quite good over here at Mirage. I'm still full health, it's 3-on-1 at the moment. The Reds are actually doing quite a good job in terms of focusing fire on some of our tanks. As you can see, the Tiger 1 had no chance surviving against 3 of the Reds mediums, but they had more mediums than us, so it was a good call for us to go into this area and use the fact that we had 2 heavies and a tank destroyer. We do lose the VK2801 to the T44. I'm slowly climbing up the hill here with the Super Pershing. This tank also benefits from having the added bits, added provisions in patch 2.9. But as you can see, thank you IS6 by the way, as you can see, the tank from the back, its armor is non-existent. I had 1400 hit points on top of the hill and I'm down to 328 or something fairly quickly. I can take out the Comet, however, moving back behind the hill, get one more shot in from the T44, but he only damages my tracks. I do the same in return, but I do track him, and the Jagdpanther takes care of him as he sits on top of that small sand dune. So that's it for the first game. We go out with this one, and I think was a second class and a Confederate medal, 1774 damage, quite good. So let's take a look now at the T26E4 Super Pershing as it stands in the WoT Blitz garage. A little bit of stats, a little bit of looking around, and it's good to get to know your tank before you take it out for a spin on the battlefield. So let's take a look at the stats here. 1400 hit points. As you can see, frontal armor on the hull and turret is quite good actually. We're gonna take a look at that later in Armor Inspector. The engine, a bit of a letdown, is only a tier 6 engine and there's a lot of added weight to the tank, so it slows it down quite much. In terms of the gun, you have fairly standard penetration on your AP shell, but you have excellent penetration on your armor piercing shell. Your rate of fire is 8.33 rounds per minute, which gives you a DPM that's just below the Indian Panzer and Centurion for comparison. So it's decent for tier 8, but nothing special to write home about. But like I said, the penetration on the tank is quite good. Consumables, usual stuff: repair pack, multi-purpose restoration pack, and adrenaline. Given the fact that there are provisions now in the game, I do use both of the fuel, the standard fuel and the improved fuel. It makes the tank behave like a real medium. You could do without the improved fuel, but I'm running a premium account, so I'm mounting it. And I'm using the Coca-Cola for some added crew skills. This is my ammo loadout, fairly standard as well. And optics, obviously, vertical stabilizers makes for a solid gun platform. You could do with the enhanced gun laying drive, but the gun laying drive only works when you're stationary. and the stabilizers do add to the overall performance as you are moving around or moving the turret, thus making it a better choice in my opinion. Back to the penetration values, it's excellent on APCR, and to illustrate this I'm showing you the Centurion Mark 7.1, and as you can see it fires APCR as standard ammo, giving you 268 of penetration, and on the Super Pershing being a tier 8 medium, it's only 10 mil per round less. That means giving you tier 10 penetration values with your gun. Super Pershing and Armour Inspector. From the sides it's all yellow, it's not very good. As you can see, the standard armor profile, it's not the best there is. There's a big slab of frontal armor over here, that orange stuff. The gun mantlet and turret area quite good, but again nothing to write home about or to go yelling around in the supermarket telling everybody I got a Super Pershing, I got a splendid armor profile. But it has a small trick up its sleeve, and that's all this purple spaced armor. As you can see, a big bit of spaced armor covering the front of the tank, the front hull. There is spaced armor on the mantlet. There are two bat ears on both sides of the turret. So that means you will want to be facing the enemy head on using the front of your tank. Don't over angle the tank, don't try to show the side of the tank too much. Aim over the front wheel of your track run, the idler wheel, which keeps the tracks tensioned. That's about what you want to do, because there are weak spots available, as you can see on the turret, one at the machine gun port on the right hand side of the tank. But if you can keep distance, wiggle around a bit, pop over a ridge and then back down, doing the nasty peekaboom, then it will be hard for your opponents in tier 8 to keep panning you shot by shot, and even some tier 9s will have problems shooting you through the front of your tank. So that's what you want to be doing. Looking at the perspective from a T44 earlier, this is the IS-6 shooting at the Super Pershing. As you can see, it was quite a bit of red, but if they face the side of the tank, the rear or the other side, it's gonna be a pen. 100% sure. We're gonna see that again in a few of the games. You can be penned from the side, but not so much from the front. Right, the Super Pershing World War II, it was a prototype. It started out as a T26E1 and it got a lengthened 90mm T15E1 gun. To bring the armor profile of the tank up to speed with the King Tiger, equal to the King Tiger, there was slabs of metal taken from a Panther welded to the front mantlet and 2 layers of spaced armor added to the front of the hull. In Blitz we only get 1 layer, and that's a bit unfortunate from the perspective of those who like their tanks to be historically accurate. But other than that, the team at Wargaming have done a proper job at modeling the T26E4 Super Pershing. It does get the counterweight which was needed at the back of the tank to balance the longer gun barrel as compared to the original Pershing. So I quite like that. I like my tanks to be fairly accurate, but then again there are a lot of made up tanks in World of Tanks Blitz. Nevertheless, this one, the Super Pershing, quite a good one. We are on last tempo now, 1-0 already. I've gone through the left area. You can see a bounce from the front and one shot into the back. That was a quick firing gun, and that must have meant, and yes, there he is, the Jagdtiger 8.8. No use in staying out on that hill, so I'm moving into the city area. The Jagd 88, as you can see from the minimap, is being harassed by 3 of our team, so I'm not going to move in. I would expose my side to the Tiger 2, to the Spick, to the Tiger 1, etc. I can put fire into the Spick safely here. He's moving, firing on the move, doing a bit of side scraping, slide hull downing here, using the buildings, the small pedestal over there, 1 shot into the Panther, and now I'm just taking shots by opportunity as they present themselves. Keeping the front of the tank towards the Spick. The hull of the tank, I know I can shoot over the drive wheel. Even when you are in sniper mode, you can see the way your tank is orientated, so I'm not doing any overextension of my angles on the hull. Taking shots, one into the Panther again, one into the Spig before. There is the Panther again, and the shot went into the Tiger 1. Is it available again? Yes, through the market sheds into the back of him. One more shot in. 3 and 3 now. I'm still on the same amount of health after getting one shot in from the Jagd Tiger 8.8. Tiger, shot not available, slowly moving in, angling the tank again towards the position where I think the Spig will be. And now we're going into a little brawl with the Panther. He's got the Top Gun mounted, but he's got the 8.8 mounted. Presenting the front, getting a bounce, face hugging him. He's desperately trying to take a shot, as you can see, but it bounces the 8.8. So I can take him out. It's 5 on 3 now. We have a Tiger there. One shot into him, Tiger 2. Can we put another one in? Answer, yes we can, for only 15, and it's the end of the game. Fairly simple game. One hit taken, which was a penetrating hit, and I think it was about 7-8 bounces. I know Bushka on Blitz has a review on the T26E4 Super Pershing, second class medal. Skate Extreme, his channel is quite good. He has a review as well, and he has a part where he says there's a game I like to play and it's called bouncy, and he's actually giving you quite the same tips as I'm doing it. The do's and don'ts, tips, things you should do and you shouldn't do. And they're basically the same. Don't overextend your angles, don't show the side of your tank, don't show the rear of your tank. This is a very early game I did in the Super Pershing. I'm driving like a big noob here on that slope, trying to spot a bit. Backing off is good, but well, it's fun to see the earlier battles you've done when you were trying to drive the tank around. As you can see, I'm using the Coca-Cola here, the can of cola, because it's patch 2.7, I think, 2.6. No provisions done, and there was no speed boost, which I thought would be useful. There was no way you could do a speed boost and use it again. So I'm using Coca-Cola to add to the overall improvement of the tank. Like I'm moving in here now as well to the VK3001D. I'm trying to angle the front towards the tank. I'm moving in on him. Should have turned on the spot. I can shoot him now. He can put one into my side. Yes, there we go. He gets bumped by the T43. I'm bumping into him again. One more shot in, he's taking the lower hill. Track shot and kill shot. Thank you very much. But it does show that the tank is quite fragile, even when it was against tier 6 enemies. You have to be facing front all the time. I'm doing that over here a lot better, I think. The IS is popping adrenaline. There's a VK354502A. One shot into the IS, backing off into cover, checking my orientation. How am I facing towards the VK? He is still behind the ridge, behind the hill, so I can pop over the side, checking on sniper mode. Here we go, into the turret and back. Over the edge, he's not facing me, shoot him again. Backing off slightly, only popping over the ridge, just far enough to take a shot, and we go back. And he is to be congratulated, and thanks for just keep showing his turret side to me. He's going to be taken care of by the next tank. I think I'm attacking the T25/2. VK, are you getting killed now? Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. T25 takes out the T43. VK is still not killed. Ramming the T25/2. He misses me because he is panicking now probably, and as you can see again, like we saw on the Panther in that early game, he's desperate to try to find a shot into that patchwork armor profile. And that's the game done. 7-3, 2 kills for me. This is a nice one. I think it was a first class medal in a sniper, or just a first class. As you can see, it's a Halloween garage. Scary, yeah. There we go, a first class Confederate and a sniper medal. 16 shots fired, 14 hits, 14 penetration, that's quite good. And some decent credits earned. Last match up is on Middleburg. And again, pre-patch 2.9 we do face tier 9 enemies, which is a good thing because we haven't had anything yet in the game. Our IS was the only one who intended to go into the town, spamming negative, negative, negative as we asked him to go uphill. I told them it's a bad idea, you are low tier by far, we are facing two tier 9 heavies, 2 IS8, so why would you want to go into the town being a bottom tier heavy, a bottom tier tank. Red IS over here, one shot into him. I'm moving out of cover a bit more, hopefully for a track shot. I failed the track shot, I do damage his tracks but no penetration, and back into cover. Our team has left the hill, that shot misses unfortunately, but we have a shot on T29, shot goes in, he backs off, we are one tank down, KV3 has gone down, he gone into the town too quick. Our T54 is pushed around, straight into red spawn, and that means we have the red team, as you can see here from the minimap, we have them pretty much isolated. There's no way they'll be able to push up towards the hill and flank us. There is no way they'll be able to force us out by Cap. Cap is still at the original position behind the church. I did do a map guide on Middleburg, and when it had the Cap area near the church, it was even a stronger area to hold the hill. There was literally absolutely no way you would win a game by going into the town, because the hill was such a strong position if you played it smart. Bounce, as you can see here from the IS-8, he probably didn't have the time to aim properly because he had to shoot through the foliage, through the wind, through the trees, and it bounces on the front of my tank, of my turret. And now we're moving in, is 1 and 2. I know there's a T29 over there who's a one shot to me. Yes, he is. 2 and 3 now. Now I'm deciding to put some shots into the Tiger 2 because his side is wide open. 2 and 4 now. But the T54 is still full health. I've reduced the Tiger to 1 shot. We do set an engine fire on the Jagd Tiger and we actually bounce his shot using the chassis, the carcass of the T29, and taking cover behind him. 1 shot into the Tiger, and that's gone now. Tiger gone, Jagd Tiger gone. There are the IS-8s moving in. Can we shoot him? We can't penetrate him, but we can track him and move back into cover, buying us some time to set up for hopefully a small little side scrape. I'm moving behind the KV4 now. 1 shot into him, and he bounces one more of my gun mantlet. Now this IS-8, can we do it again? No, that's unfortunate. Bit of target prioritization here. That IS-8 on the left, he's on full health. This one is a 1 shot to me, so that's the one who I'm going for. And now it's 6 on 4, 1 IS-8 left into his turret side, and 77 left, and 1 more shot into his turret side. Thank you very much. Quite a decent game as it turned out. 3.7, 3.8 damage done, I think. A nice mastery badge earned, as you can see here from the results screen. A Top Gun and a Lavish Lalus medal for killing 2 tanks in a medium tank 1 tier higher. And having said that, leaves us with only one thing to do to sum up this review and see if it's worth buying for your garage. Is the T26E4 Super Pershing worthy of a place in your garage? Well, the pros and cons are here. It's a good credit maker, it's got good gun depression, a strong frontal armor profile, excellent penetration on APCR, but it's let down by poor mobility, only decent DPM for tier 8, and paper sights and rear. But if American tanks are your strong suit, if you like a tank that's a bit more rare than the IS-6 or T34, this one might be the one for you. As always guys, cheers, stay safe on the battlefield, and happy tanking!